Hello, everyone. That's an OnlyFans ad on YouTube. Children being exposed to sexual content. I forgot to turn my lights off. Let me go do that. I'm back. I also tried to block this ad multiple times. YouTube's blocking system doesn't work, apparently. Fuck. Anyway, this is SCP-087. I am already well acquainted with 087. Just a face in the darkness. It is the Stairwell. The original video, as well as the Volgage channel, will be linked in the description. Go support them in any way you possibly can. Like, comment, subscribe to them, all that good stuff. And if you have anything new you want me to react to, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. I read every single comment. That being said, let's go.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Gears, and I will be taking your lecture today. Please sit
Fuck
down
off,
and
Gears.
listen.
We need a
The
Miller.
SCP we're going to be studying today
Where's my
is
shit?
SCP-087, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-087 is located on the campus. The doorway leading to SCP-087 is constructed of reinforced steel with an electro-release lock mechanism. It has been disguised to resemble a janitorial closet consistent with the design of the building. The lock mechanism on the doorknob will not release unless its volts are applied in conjunction with counterclockwise rotation of the key. Inside the door is lined with 6 centimeters of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, no personnel are permitted access to SCP-087.
Not gonna read that. Same document. Okay.
Description: SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. The stairs descend on a 38-degree angle for 13 steps before reaching a semicircular platform of approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent direction rotates 180 degrees at each platform. The design of SCP-087 limits subjects' visual range to approximately 1.5 flights. A light source is required for any subjects exploring SCP-087, as there are no lighting fixtures or windows present. Lighting sources brighter than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as SCP-087 seems to absorb excess light.
Oh, okay.
Subjects' report and audio recordings confirm the distressed vocalizations from what is to be a child between the ages of and the source of the distress calls is estimated to be located approximately 200 meters below the initial platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring subjects closer to the source. The depth of the descent calculated from Exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be far beyond both the possible structure of both the building and the geological surroundings. At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint.
Probably not.
SCP-087 has undergone 4 video-recorded explorations by D-Class personnel. Each subject conducting an exploration has encountered SCP-087-1, which appears as a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth. The nature of SCP-087-1 is entirely unclear, but it has been determined that it is not the source of the pleading. Subjects exhibit feelings of intense paranoia and fear when faced with SCP-087-1, but it is undetermined whether said feelings are abnormal or simply natural reactions. Addendum. Over a period of 2 weeks following Exploration 4, several members of staff and students from the campus reported knocking at a variable rate of 1 to 2 seconds per knock coming from the interior of SCP-087. The door leading to SCP-087 has been fitted with a 6 centimeter thick industrial padding. All reports of knocking have ceased.
Huh.
This is document 87-1.
Say don't go on.
It's fucking dark. Is your floodlamp functioning properly?
Okay, I'm gonna read this. Exploration 1. D8432 is a 43-year-old Caucasian male of average build and appearance, and unremarkable psychological background. Class D designation is a result of demotion due to mishandling SCP D8432. Oh shit, no, SCP blank. So he's a former employee. Okay. D8432 is equipped with a 34-watt flood lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours. A man-handled camcorder fitted with a transmission stream and an audio headset for communication with Dr. Blank at control. D8432 steps through doorway onto initial platform. Despite the wattage, the flood lamp only illuminates the first 9 steps. The second platform is not visible.
Properly? Yeah, it's working. I just won't like these stairs all the way down. Thank you. Please continue. Reason for stopping? You hear that?
D8432 descends for 13 steps before reaching the second platform. The platform is in the shape of a semicircle with an apparently concrete surface and walls. There are no distinct markings, aside from nondescript patches of dust, dirt, or wear, consistent with that which is found in a typical concrete stairwell. D843 rotates 180 degrees to begin descent down on the second flight, then pauses.
There's a fucking kid down there. Sounds like one. Could you
None of that described audio is feeding through the camera or mic at this time.
please describe the sound? It's young. Either a female or a very young boy. It's crying and sobbing, saying, "Please help. Please." Yeah, it just keeps repeating that and crying. Can you estimate its distance from your current location? I don't know, maybe 200 meters down? Please continue down the next flight.
The subject descends another 13 steps. As he reaches the landing, audio of the child as described is picked up. The child alternates between sobbing, wailing, and the words, "Please, help," and "down here." The level of audio is consistent with D8432's report of it being approximately 200 meters below.
Can you still hear the crying? Yeah, we're picking it up as well. Please continue down. Stop if you notice any changes in the audio or environment.
The subject descends another 3 flights of stairs before stopping.
Keep going. Please.
D843 continues another 17 flights, total of 22 flights, before stopping. There are no visual changes in the environment, and each flight has been a consistent 13 steps. D84. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Not bad. He's supposed to read that.
I'm not getting any fucking closer to that kid. Noted. Please.
Stereo audio confirms that the crying noise has not increased in volume and remains approximately 200 meters below the subject.
Continue.
The subject continues another 20 flights before stopping, 50 flights total. D8432 is standing on the 51st landing, counting the initial ground level landing. D8432 is estimated to be 200 meters below the initial platform. 34 minutes have elapsed. The volume of the crying has not increased.
I feel a little uneasy. You've spent a long time in a dark, unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please continue.
The subject hesitates before stepping down onto the next stair. As the subject moves forward, the flood lamp illuminates a face located approximately at the bottom of the flight, SCP-087-1. It appears to be the same size and shape as a human head, except it is lacking a mouth, nostrils, and pupils. The face is completely motionless, but it is making direct eye contact, indicating its awareness of D8432.
What the fuck is... Shit! Holy fucking shit, what the fuck? Can you describe what you see? It's some sort of fucking person face thing that's looking right at me. Fuck, it's looking right at me. Is it moving? No, it's just staring at me. Fuck, it's creepy.
Oh.
Please approach and further illuminate the entity. Fuck, no, I don't know.
The face jerks forward about 50 centimeters directly towards D8432. D8432 enters a panic state and rapidly ascends SCP-087. D8432 reaches the ground floor in 18 minutes, in which time he collapses and passes out. There is no sign of SCP-0871. Review of the footage indicates an equal number of flights and steps ascending and descending. Audio of the crying and pleading remains at the same volume until the last flight, at which at which point it ceases. Medical reports indicate collapse was a result of the rapid ascension of the stairs, causing fatigue.
And this is document 87-2.
You want me to go down there, Doc?
Okay. This is a long one. D9035 is a 28-year-old African-American male of strong build. Psychological background indicates no abnormalities except an extreme hatred for women. Subject has an extensive record of, I'm guessing, abuse. D9035 is equipped with a 100-watt flood lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours. A handheld camcorder fitted with the transmission stream, and an audio headset for communication with Dr. Blank at control. D9035 is also equipped with a backpack containing 35 small LED battery lights, with adhesive backs and battery lives of approximately 3 weeks. Lights turn on and off by compressing them. D9035 shines the flood lamp down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond the 9th step.
Please shine your flood lamp outside of SCP-087 to verify it's functioning properly.
9035 shines the light into the hallway. Comparison with the footage from Exploration 1 confirms it is indeed brighter.
Thank you. Please continue to the first landing.
Hey, Doc, I know what you said and all, but, I don't think I want to go down there.
Please continue to the first landing.
This is why black people should survive in horror movies, bro.
Doc, look.
As per our earlier conversation, please continue to the first landing.
9035 pauses for 18 seconds, then descends 13 steps to the first landing and stops.
Is that a kid?
Please remove one of the adhesive lights and affix it to the wall on the landing.
Doc, you hear that? Is that a kid down there?
That's unconfirmed. Please affix an adhesive light to the wall and verify it functions.
9035 hesitates, then removes one of the lights from its backpack and adheres it to the wall. He presses on the light and it turns on.
Please turn off your flood lamp.
9035 hesitates again before turning off the lamp. The LED lights illuminates the landing, but does not extend beyond the first step either way.
Thank you. You may turn your flood lamp back on. Please continue to descend. At each landing, please affix an LED light to the wall and turn it on. If you notice anything unusual, please report it.
9035 turns the flood lamp back on, then descends the next flight of stairs. As he sets foot on the landing, the audio picks up sounds of pleading and crying consistent with those of the first exploration.
Can you still hear the previously reported audio?
Yeah. Sounds about 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to go get her? Look, Doc, I don't do good with kids.
Please place the light and continue down until you notice anything unusual.
The subject adheres the light to the wall and turns it on, then continues to the next landing. He adheres the third light to the wall and turns it on. 9035 continues in this manner for the next 25 flights before stopping.
I don't think I'm getting any closer to the kid, Doc.
How far below would you estimate the source of the sound to be?
Same as before. 150, 200 meters down.
Thank you. Please proceed.
9035 continues in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At the 51st landing, he stops. Footage shows an arced gouge in the concrete wall, estimated to be approximately 50 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The first step down from the landing appears to be completely smashed into rubble.
You see that?
Yes. Can you please describe what you see?
Looks like something slashed to the wall. And the step over here is all crumbled and stuff. The sludge marker looks really smooth.
9035 touches the dash mark.
Yeah, it's smooth. Feels like glass.
Thank you. Please continue down.
Look, Doc, I think I've gone far enough.
Please continue as per our agreement.
I don't want to be doing this. Agreement or not.
9035 steps over the destroyed step and continues down the staircase. Nothing is notable at the next landing. 9035 adheres an LED light to the wall and continues in the same fashion for another 30 flights. The sound of the crying and pleading still has not gotten any closer. 9035 is on the 89th landing and 75 minutes have elapsed from the beginning of the exploration. Subject is estimated to be 350 meters below the initial platform.
I feel like the kid's just trying to lure me down here, Doc. I think it's time for me to...
9035 stops talking and moving as the flood lamp illuminates SCP-087-1. The face is staring directly at 9035, again indicating awareness of the subject's presence. Although 0871 appears to be unmoving, its location is 30 flights below the initial encounter in Exploration 1, indicating it is mobile.
Is there a reason you stopped?
9035 breathing growth labored. SCP-0871 remains immobile for an additional 13 seconds. SCP-0871 blinks. It blinks. SCP-0871 jerks forward until it is approximately 90 centimeters from Subject 9035. Subject turns and flees up the stairs.
Please relax and calm down. Turn around. We need a closer look at the face.
9035 ignores Dr. and continues rapid ascent. He continues to scream incomprehensibly.
D9035, can you hear me? Please slow down.
9035 is unresponsive and continues rapidly climbing the stairs. His screaming diminishes to babbling after ascending 72 flights. 9035 collapses on the 17th landing.
D9035, can you hear me?
D9035 is unresponsive, but labored breathing can be heard through the audio feed. For the next 14 minutes, D9035 is immobile. The visual feed is black, and audio picks up only the subject's breathing and the continuous pleading coming from below. After 14 minutes and 32 seconds of unchanging visual and audio feeds, the sound of a rapid heartbeat not consistent with a human heartbeat and a low cracking noise is heard. 7 seconds later, D9035 gasps and revives, continuing his ascent up the stairs rapidly and wordlessly. The heartbeat and cracking cease and nothing abnormal is detected on the visual feed. He remains unresponsive. 9035 exits SCP-087 and sits on the floor outside of the entrance. 9035 then enters a catatonic state from which he is not yet recovered.
Unfortunately, Document 3 was completely corrupted in transit today, so I'll be going through exactly what happened, as the transcript of the recording is still available.
I do not want to...
9884 is a 23-year-old female of average build and appearance. Psychological background indicates a history of depression. Subject has a minimal record of using excessive force to do. D9884 is equipped with a 75-watt flood lamp with a battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communication with Dr. at control. D9884 is also equipped with a backpack containing 3.75 liters of water, 15 nutrient bars, and 1 thermal blanket. D9884 stands on the ground level landing of SCP-87. The flood lamp illuminates only the first 9 steps. LED lights placed on the wall during the last exploration are not visible. D9884 descends 13 steps and stops at the landing. There is no trace of the LED light at the location. Footage from Exploration 2 indicates it was placed. She mentions...
Doctor says, please descend the first flight and examine the landing wall. Yada yada. Okay, so he's just gonna explain it. I don't need to read
The
the
walls being dirty and them being sticky. D9884 indicates the spot on the wall the LED light should have been located. D9884 notes she can hear a child crying, begging for help. D9884 descends. Upon reaching the next landing, audio of the crying child consistent with the prior two explorations is picked up. No LED lights appear to be present on any of the landing walls. D9884 continues with no incident until she reaches the 17th landing. D9884 notes there is something on the ground, and it smells bad, apparently sticky, and it is stuck to her shoe. Video feed confirms the presence of substance occupying a space approximately 50 centimeters in diameter. When Dr. asks her to describe the scent, D9884 responds by saying it smells like old rusty metal and urine. D9884 continues to the 51st landing without incident. The 51st landing remains unchanged from the previous expedition, and similar observations are made. D9884 is asked again to descend until anything unusual is noticed. Subject continues her descent until the 89th landing is reached. The video feed jerks and the subject yells. D9884 almost fell into a hole in the ground. Video feed confirms the presence of a hole approximately 1 meter in diameter. The subject shines the floodlight down, revealing only blackness. Approximately 4 seconds pass, and a light of indeterminate distance down the hole flicks on for approximately 2 seconds, and then back off. D9884 notes that she sees the light, but she can't see it anymore. She also notes it was at least 1 kilometer away, and finally notes that the child still sounds far away, despite being 89 floors down. D9884 continues to descend SCP-087 for approximately 1 hour, covering an additional 164 flights. She stops to rest on the 253rd landing, consuming 1 nutrient bar and several gulps of water. D9884 is at an estimated 1.1 kilometers below the initial landing, yet the sound of the child has not changed in volume. After pausing for 4 minutes, D9884 resumes her descent, making no stops for another 216 flights. 1.5 hours later, D9884 is on the 469th landing, an approximate 1.8 kilometers below the ground level. D9884 reports feeling frustrated at this point, saying, "I'm not getting anywhere. I think it's time I went back. I mean, going down is one thing, but this is a long climb back." Control informs her that she has been provided with food, water, and blankets to last her 24 hours, and to please continue down. The subject refuses and says she is going back up. D9884 turns toward the previous flight of stairs. At this point, D9884 is heard to be screaming in terror. SCP-087-1, the face is directly behind D9884, blocking her ascent. The face appears approximately 30 centimeters from the lens of the camera. Its eyes are fixed directly on the lens, this time looking not at the subject, but the person viewing the video feed. The video feed glitches and freezes for 4 seconds, accompanied by a static-like screeching noise from the audio feed. It then cuts to bumpy visuals of D9884 descending the stairs rapidly. At this point, D9884 is absolutely hysterical, panicking, saying that SCP-087-1 is following her. This whole time it's been right behind me, pleading for help from control. This goes on for quite a while. It's quite unsettling to listen to. D9884 continues to scream and plead hysterically as she rapidly descends the staircase. The previously heard static-like screeching seems to overlay the audio feed, beneath which can still be heard the original sound of the crying child. Approximately 14 flights down, the video feed swings to show the area directly behind D9884. The face is now approximately 20 centimeters from the camera lens. It is not staring at the subject, rather it is fixated on the camera lens, giving the illusion it's making eye contact with those viewing the footage. It is important to note that since the sighting of SCP-087-1, the sound of the girl crying and pleading has been increasing in volume, indicating D9884 is nearing the source. After an approximate 150 panicked flights of descent, with 3 visual confirmations of SCP-087-1 still in pursuit, D9881 trips and appears to fall unconscious. Audio feed indicates strong proximity to the source of the crying. The static and screeching noise continue. Video feed shows yet another descending flight of stairs, indicating D9884 has still not reached the base of the stairwell. 12 seconds of motionlessness pass before the face comes in full view of the camera, eye contact being made directly with the viewer. Audio and video feed cuts out, and no connection is re-established.
Shit.
As I've said, Document 4 has been expunged by the higher-ups, and this concludes our lesson for today. Thank you very much for listening. You are...
What happened to Miller? I want to know where he is. Anyway, this was... I knew about SCP-087. I knew what it was. It's basically an infinite stairwell, which you could escape, but it's really hard to. And in the game, you can't go back up, which is bullshit, but teach your own. Anyway, the original video, as well as the Volgan's channel, will be linked in the description. Go support them any way you possibly can. Like, comment, subscribe to them, all that good stuff. And if you have anything you want me to react to, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. I read every single comment. That being said, bye-bye.